Good morning. Good morning. I'm tired today. Oh my gosh. We did not go anywhere this weekend, but we did do lots of stuff. we did a mental emotional journey, and then we went to ecstatic dance yesterday. And then there were mosquitoes in my room last night, you guys, and they love me. They got me like right here, right here, and 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 right here. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Kate. How are you? And thank you for saying your name, because on my end, because I'm streaming across multiple platforms, I only see Facebook user or YouTube user or whatever is showing up. So I listen to a lot of Dr. Zach Bush, his podcasts. He spoke at Arcadia last year and just like won my heart. He's an oncologist, but he doesn't. He works with more than just the human body. He understands this great mystery that created us all. And in almost every podcast, he talks about how we are beings of light. Like literally, the food that we eat, like the plants, the plants, have this photosynthesis to take the sun's light energy and turn it into energy for them. Well, then when we eat it and we chew it and we create this process within us, we release that light within us. And I need to like one day like write down the words that he says so I can see it, because I'm such a visual person. But the process, he says, is that we are more light than the sun. Literally, our beings carry more light than the sun. So I feel like I just woke up from a hibernation. I do too. Like I feel like my eyes are all tired and puffy. My body, I have not been able to do all of my morning yoga yet this morning because I laid in bed this morning and massaged my belly to give it a little bit of love. So light. How do we unlock this light that is within us? Last week I posted a reel about, there's one that just really gets me. I think it's Johnny Depp. I don't know where the sound comes from, but it sounds like Johnny Depp. Why are you so fanciful? Why do you make everything so special, or think everything is so special? And this cute little voice answers, because it is. Because it is. And I think one of my gifts is this childlike wonder, this childlike curiosity. This weekend, I don't know. Oh, yesterday, Jerry was putting sugar in his tea and just watching how the sugar goes in and how you can see it start to dissolve in the tea, and then he stirs and it creates this, ooh, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. He's like, you are so easily entertained. I'm like, I know. And it is just this childlike wonder that I feel excitement about everything, and I want to know all the things. I want to understand how everything works and why it works, and I feel like this childlike wonder is a gift. I really do feel like it is a gift. And it's, kids light up a room. Kids light up every energy. They light up the space around them because they are just so excited about everything. And this light that comes from us, we all have our own unique way of shining this light. And for me, my whole life, I've been told I've been too much. I'm too loud. I'm too big. I'm too wild. I'm too silly. I can't take anything seriously. This too muchness. And I would love to know how many of you have been told you were too much. Just in the comments, go, yep, I have been told I'm too much. And too much what? Too sensitive, too emotional, too competitive. Oh my gosh, I've been told I'm too competitive. Everything's a competition. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta win. I'm gonna beat these guys. I get told I'm too much all the time, but mostly just from one person, which is fine, right? This too muchness is actually your gift. Wherever you were told you were too much is one of your gifts. And so just kind of go back and think, where in my life was I told I was too much? I talk too much. I got that a lot in school. I am too silly. I did get that a lot. I'm too loud. My movements are too big. I need to hold myself in. I get told I'm just too noisy, vivacious, emotional. Ooh, vivacious. That's a fun one. These too muchnesses, the things that you feel like you have to shrink yourself for, these are your gifts. The thing that you feel like, oh, I got to pretend to be normal here. I got to bring this in a little bit, rein it in, Jenny. Whatever those things are, and type them in the comments. What is it? Where were you? I talked too much. I was too silly. I was way too big. I took up too much space. People always told me to like stay in my lane, like get in your lane. And I'm like, but I could spread out. Look how big I can be. Like, ooh, and there's my drum, right? Like I wanted to feel as much space as possible. I moved my body too much. I couldn't sit still, like hold still. And these are my gifts. These really are my gifts. And when for years, decades, I tried to put them in a box, and I tried to put on a pretend face and a normal words and a normal tone. I make too many noises. Like everything has this verbal expression. Like, and while driving, Jerry's like, can you just like preface this that like it's a tree that you're going, oh my gosh, not a thing running out in the street. Because I'm like, oh, did you see that tree? Oh my gosh, look at that bird. Oh my God. Like, and it just freaks him out while he's driving. And so there are some communications that need to happen. Let's see. I've been told I'm too passive, too easy, that I need to stick up for myself more. So how is that your gift that you allow? There's so much that you allow and receive. I also take up too much space. I'm always told to rein it in by crossing my arms by my parent. Yes, still a thing I do when I'm feeling like I need to protect myself. 100%. Being assertive rarely feels natural for me. Yeah, so these parts of us that are just our natural tendencies that we just came with as a child, and we've been trying our whole lives to like not be that way or to be a different way, is actually doing ourselves a disservice. Because the way we came, our natural childlike tendencies are our gifts. And unfortunately, a lot of us came to parents that did not know how to nurture that, did not know how to see that. And so they kind of tried to get us to fit into the normal box, be like everybody else, look like everybody else, act like everybody else. And it's not their fault. I don't say this with this like, me, I'm parent, because their parents also did not know how to nurture this. And so, and their parents and their parents, their parents, their parents. And so this is really generational healing here that we're going to be doing, because when we free the light within ourselves, it starts to shine into those little cracks and dark places of everybody around us. And they start to go, well, if they can shine so bright and be their weird self, then why can't I? Why can't I? And it just becomes this really beautiful permission energy. When you shrink yourself down, when you cover yourself up, when you hide your light under a bushel, you are doing yourself and the world a disservice, because this light, this part of you that's too much, that didn't fit into societal norms, is your gift. This is your gift. And so today we're going to do a reading about what we need to do to be able to fully own this light that comes from within, that is us, that is who we are. So the first card that we're going to pull is going to be what we need to let go of first. What is it that we need to let go of? And this is Abraham Hicks, Esther and Abraham Hicks, Getting into the Vortex card deck that we're going to pull from. Oh, there's two cards actually on this one. This one doesn't have a book. They're just their own little quotes. So what do we need to know? What do we need to let go of so that we can fully step into our light? And first, let's just we didn't anchor in. So hold on. Whew. I'm going to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And take a big, deep breath into the belly. Allow the belly to expand and then the chest to expand. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. Inhale, allow the belly and then the chest to expand. And then exhale it out. Inhale to the belly and then the chest. And release. And this next one, take a really, really big one. Inhale through the belly and then the chest. And just like as big as you can. And when you don't think you can breathe any more in, see if you can just sip a little bit more in. And then we're going to exhale and release all the stress, all the tension in our neck, our jaw, our shoulders. If you need to open and close your mouth, release any tension in the jaw, shake your shoulders, your neck. Maybe shimmy or shake your hips, maybe stomp your feet. And taking a moment to call in a circle of safety, a circle of light around you. Opening up your crown chakra, the top of your head, and imagining light from the great central sun. This golden ray of healing light coming down, pouring over your whole body, filling that whole circle. However that's big that circle you made, the light just like a column. And it goes in through your crown chakra and it opens up and sends light into the mind, into the eyes, into the ears, into the sinuses, the mouth, the jaw, down the neck, down the shoulders, all the way down the arms, into the fingers. Inhale, pull in more. Exhale, push down, push that energy down into the chest, into the back, between the shoulder blades, into the heart, into the lungs. And now you're breathing it in. With every inhale, the breath comes in through your body and then it goes into your lungs and into your heart. And then your heart pumps it into the rest of your body. As you exhale, you press it down into your belly, into the middle of your back. All of those internal organs start to pick it up. Goes into your sacrum, into your low belly, into your womb space, into your hips. And I always have to kind of move it around. I'm a mover though. So if you're a mover, feel free to move however you feel like you need to bring that light in. But that is me. You don't have to be like me. Own your energy. Down through the legs, through the knees, the shins, the calves, the ankles, the feet, till you are just surrounded by this beautiful golden ray of light. Also internal, right? Inside the body, outside the body. You now don't even see your body. You are just one with this light energy. And this light energy anchors down into the earth, down through the ground, down through the foundation of your home or wherever you are, into the earth, connecting with one great column of light. We call in our higher self to open our minds, to understand whatever it is that we need to know. Open our eyes to see whatever it is we need to see. Open our ears to hear whatever it is we need to hear. Oh, my ears are popping. Making space. Open our mouths to be that mouthpiece for our higher self. Open our hearts and our body to feel whatever it is that we need to feel. We ask our angels, guides, and guardians to help us anchor in this light, in this body. Anchor onto this earth as we become the bridge from heaven to earth. This meeting point, earth, my body, water, my blood, air, my breath, and fire, my spirit. This light, this golden light, fire that is our spirit that comes and anchors us in. What do we need to let go? What do we need to allow? And what do we need to embody so that we can fully embrace this light energy that we are today? Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for being with us. And so it is. Feel free to sit here with your eyes closed, luxuriating in this beautiful light energy. Woo, my whole body's just vibrating. And I'm just going to drink it in with my coffee. Okay. 2 cards of what we need to let go. Okay. Billions of us are living in perfect diversity. The diversity of your planet is of tremendous value and benefit, because from variety springs all new ideas and expansion. Without the diversity, there would be complacency and endedness. Ooh, that is good. You are billions of people living the perfect diversity, just as you knew you would, constantly asking for improvement and thereby setting up for the next generation that improved life experience. If you understood that and no longer clamored for the one right way to live, things would go better for you sooner. So let me read the other one, but I'm getting a very clear message with that one so far. Making peace with my today will improve my future. It may sound odd, but the fastest way to get to a new and improved situation is to make peace with your current situation. By making lists of the most positive aspects you can find about your current situation, you then release your resistance to the improvements that are awaiting you. But if you rail against the injustices of your current situation, you hold yourself in vibrational alignment with what you do not want, and you cannot then move into the direction of improvement. It defies law. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. Brain and words, please work together. Okay. So diversity is perfection. Oh my gosh, it is perfection. And being grateful for what you have now helps for even more perfection to show up for you. So this too muchness that you are, and the parts of you that couldn't fit into a box. For a moment, I had this thought yesterday and I was like, this would be interesting to know. I would love to know how many of you felt like you never really belonged. Like you couldn't be you, because if you were really you, people would not accept you. Because I felt that way all growing up. I did not belong. I didn't feel like I belonged to my family. I didn't feel like I belonged at my school. I didn't feel like I belonged at my church. I didn't feel like I belonged. Even in my dance classes, I felt like I was the oddball. So how many of you felt like at some area of your life, you did not belong? Like your true self, like you had to pretend to be something different. Otherwise, people would not accept you. Me, I was a total alien my whole life. Even now, I never feel like there's anywhere I belong. I'm a total Enneagram 4. I don't remember what mine was. Enneagram. But how many of you really felt like you just did not belong? and comment to say, I did not feel like I belonged, especially as a kid. As a kid, I didn't feel like I really belonged. I want to say, Britta, that I was a 3, 6, 9, or 8. It's been a long time since I took it, but I remember it being a 3, 6, 9, or 8. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It is also numbers, and numbers did not do it for me. So this not belonging was by design. You are meant to be different, right? You were meant, there we go. You were meant to be different. You came here differently because you were supposed to be different, because your differences were going to add variety to this beautiful existent experience that we all came into. So letting go of the idea that I've got to be like other people. Blah. Oh my gosh. That took me like 2 decades to really go, yeah, you know what? That doesn't fit me. That box, that belief system, that cultural paradigm, that does not fit me. It does not fit me. I cannot dress like everybody else. I'm sorry, I just can't. I tried for a really long time. My mom even was like I would take all of the, we had a box of dress ups, and I would just like this and that and this and that. And I remember my parents, in love, with love, but they were always making fun of my fashion choices. It was like, oh, really? You're going to wear that? Like, okay. And I was being as wild as I could while still trying to be normal. And now I'm like, screw that. I'm just going to wear whatever the fuck I want. And it's been so, I'm like, you guys, it's just clothes. Why does it matter? It literally doesn't matter. Who cares what people think? Like, oh my gosh, I'm supposed to look the way I look. I'm supposed to make these crazy expressions with my voice and my body because this is how I came. My differences are supposed to be. I'm supposed to be, because our diversity is perfect. How boring would it be if the rainbow was all red? I mean, I do love red, but like, if this whole painting was just red, there would be no depth. There would be no life. There would be not life, but like depth for sure, right? There's so much depth in this because there's more than just red. So we are supposed to be different. Your differences is what makes you special. It's what makes you shine the way you came here to shine. What are your differences that you have tried to hide, that you have tried to be normal? I thought once I got out of Utah, I wouldn't feel like such a weirdo. I went to 3 other states, and then I just realized it wasn't the place. It was just me. I love that. I love that. And I've said this before, like when you, like, if you keep getting fired, like, oh, and it's always the place you work's fault, after 3 times, you have to kind of start going, it's probably not their fault. It's something in here that's happened, something right here. If you keep dating the same person with a different name, right? But it's the same person, they have the same issues. It's not them, it's you, right? Like everything outside of us is a mirror reflection of what's going on in here. And until we figure out what's going on in here and change on this cellular level, on this energetic and cellular level, the external world is not going to change. And so we have to start to make peace with where we are today so that we can start to change. What are the good things that we do love? What are the things that we have curated in our life that does work for us? The fastest way to get to a new and improved situation is to make peace with your current situation. Make lists of the most positive aspects you can find about your current situation. Yes, so good, so good. Okay, so what we need to let go of is that there's only one way. And we all have to look a certain way. We all have to believe a certain thing. Unity is not all of us coming together in perfect prayer and harmony, believing and praying to one God, having one belief system, all wearing the same outfit, listening to the same music, eating the same food. Oh my, that's so boring. No, it's going, ooh, what do you have over there? That looks cool. Ooh, look at what you're wearing. That's beautiful. Listen to the sounds of music that you're listening to. That's interesting. That's different. Yesterday in Ecstatic Dance, the set was so beautiful because it took us through I felt like at one point we were in the jungle and it was just like these wild bongos, just and there were sounds of monkeys and birds. And then there was one time I felt like I was in a club with trumpets and little flappers. And then there was one time I felt like I was in India and the little chimes that they ting and the cool long sitar. Like, it was so beautiful to hear all of these different musics and different varieties, and each one made my body feel different, and I wanted to move and express differently. And if it was just the same over and over and over, the same song over and over and over again, and like Ecstatic Dance wouldn't be 3 hours long. My body probably wouldn't be as tired either. Let's see, something rebels against the grain no matter where I go. Rebels. Oh, something rebels against the grain no matter where I go. When I lived someplace with tons of conversations. Oh, conservatives. Wow. I'm okay. Ready, Ice? We're going to read. We're going to read. Woo. When I lived someplace with tons of conservatives, I was super liberal. When I went where there were militant liberals, I went the other direction. I think my gift is all about noticing where the imbalances are, then I strive to correct them. It's like in my DNA. I love that. That's so beautiful. It's like seeing where there's all this, like, I'm going to show you the other side. Are you a Gemini by chance, or do you have Gemini in your top 3? That would be interesting. Or in your Chiron. Be interesting to know where your Gemini placement is, or what house your Gemini placement is in. And also happy birthday, Cancers. Oh, my Cancers. Who's my Cancers? Shout out. I've got a lot of Cancers around me it's their birthday season. It's so exciting. Carrie and Jasmine are both Cancers, my 2 business partners. So happy birthday season, my Cancers. This beautiful water energy with lots of just beautiful, soft emotion. Capricorn. I have a rising Aries and a moon in Sag. Oh, lots of fire. Yeah, I've got a rise. My moon is in Aries. Birthday today. Oh, my happy birthday, Ember. Oh my gosh, celebrating you. How many years young are you? If you want to say, you don't have to. Okay. Yes. So what we need to let go is the idea that we all have to be the same. We have to think the same, believe the same, do the same for us to find peace. That is a loaded lie. That is an illusion that religions and cultures and governments are feeding us to keep us separate. Our beauty, our gifts lie in our diversity. I mean, look at nature. Look at nature. Could you imagine only eating bananas? Like, that was the only food that we had. I love bananas, but like all day, every day, that's too much. We have to have this diversity to be healthy. Like, if you only eat the same thing every single day, your gut health is not happy. You have to have diversity. You have to introduce new foods, new flavors, new textures, new colors, new sounds, new everything to our body for it to thrive and grow, experience new things. So letting go of the idea that it all has to be one, that we can be one while being interdependence. That is the word, not codependent. That's where we're all trying to be the same. That's codependency. And I feel like that's not right either. But anyway, okay. I'm moving on to the next one. So our next card is accept. What we need to accept about ourselves. And Kuan Yin, no, it's not Kuan Yin. She's the last one. Okay. Ooh, this is a healing mantra book. Deck. Boop. This is this deck. The healing mantra deck. This is a gift to me from Carrie. Okay, what is it that we need to accept about ourselves, about our light? Accept. What do we need to accept? We get 2 of these also, so that we can own our light. Own our light. This one? Oh, okay, cool. This one. Okay, we need to accept releasing expectations. Oh, I love the symbols on here. It looks like growth, looks like a plant, but kind of like a dandelion in the center. And there's also a triangle that's pointing down to symbolize earth energy, growth upwards. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. Oh my God, that's so good. You cannot control reality. You have to accept that you cannot control reality. When you release expectations, it is no longer your job to be in control of reality. Oh my, what a relief. Can you just all of those things that you're trying to control, that you're trying to take care of, just brush them off your shoulders. Oh, that's a lot of weight. I just feel like I want to just like the weight of the world, plop, and just set it down. Not your responsibility. You do not have to control reality. Just breathe for a minute of that. Like, how does that feel for you guys? I don't have to control my reality. You don't have to control reality. When I let go of expectations, I let go of the idea of controlling reality. You are a soul birthed from the fabric of destiny, where only the perfection of universal will take shape and form. Where only the perfection of universal will takes shape and form. Once expectations are released, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. Oh my gosh, are you ready to allow that? Are you ready to accept that the universal will, divine will, whatever you call that mysterious life force energy that takes the seed and turns it into whatever it came here to be? Whether you call that God, light, energy, universe, source, spirit, whatever you call that, when you surrender to that, a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. When you stop trying to make, force, control, put together, perfectly create your world, the one that is meant for you shows up. And this is so interesting because for probably a decade, I was like, I create my reality. I create my reality. And we are beautiful creators. We are incredible creators, but we forget that we're co-creators. Like, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this happen. Let me put on my vision board. I'm going to create affirmations. I'm going to do the tapping on it. I'm going to state my affirmations. I'm going to read my story. I'm going to call it in. I'm going to do the things to make this happen. And it set me up for a lot of failure, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. And when I kind of finally went like, okay, God, okay, universe, I surrender. I clearly am not headed in the direction you want me to go, because none of this shit's working out for me. And I'm just causing myself a lot of pain. And when I surrendered, and it felt off a lot like giving up. There was a lot of times that I'm like, I don't know, am I just giving up? Or is this just I don't know, what's the difference? I want to because I'm the creator of my destiny. I create my reality. Kinda. Sort of, not really. And this is where that phrase that if you're in any class with me, you hear me say this often, you can't fuck it up. If it is meant for you, it will show up. And you also don't have to go looking for stuff to heal because it'll just show up when it's time. Like, and you can't fuck it up. If it's meant for you, it will happen for you. So stop forcing, stop like efforting, and just allow. Accept what the universe is trying to show you. Look around. All those things that you like, the wall that you keep hitting up against is there for a reason, because you're not supposed to go that way. So figure out, can I go under, around, over? Does it want me to turn? Does it want me to go up, down, like left, right, center, through? I don't know. Like, surrender to the universal divine will. Oh, and a life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. Like, this is, right now, you'll hear me if you hang out with me, I'm just like, this is my life. This is my life now. This is my life now. You guys, I was gifted a drum, like a $500 drum. Like, this is a buffalo drum, 18-inch buffalo drum, just given to me. Because I have embraced who I am. I'm a weirdo who loves drums. Like, I embrace it. I accept it. I allow it. And wherever I go, this is who I am. And I borrowed this drum from a friend for a drum ceremony. And when I brought it back, I was reminding him that it's time to oil it again. And he goes, "What? I just oiled it." And I was like, "Well, it's summer. You guys, if you have drums, it is time to oil them, because every season change, you need to oil your drums." And he's just like, I think this is yours. At my house, it's just like an ornament. It just sits on this, shelf. And the only time it's ever played is when you come over. So I think you're going to care for it way better than I ever would. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is my life. I get to hang out with people who love me and my drums just as much. My computer says it's dying, so I better check. Why is it not? It says it's plugged in. Ruh-roh. Let's see if it'll reach over here. Boop. Okay, we have power. Yay. And I could never have imagined in my wildest dreams this would be my life, that I'd be doing drum ceremonies across the state. Well, actually across the continent, because I've been to Mexico. And anyway, so like, surrender and allow. Wow, Jen, this message is what I need today. Oh, love you, Ellie. Ember, happy 38th birthday. So exciting. So this mantra is ideal for having more faith, learning how to trust, and alleviating disappointment. And the affirmation is, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. Only the highest possibilities always works out. The universe is always working in your favor. Always. Always. And in all the ways. So when we stop fighting what's happening, when we stop resisting, when we accept what the universe is putting in front of us, instead of going, no, not that, no, not that, because you ask for something. Here's the cool thing about manifestation and the frustrating thing. When, like, say, car, I'm just going to say car, because this is easy to say, this is the car that I want to manifest. And you have this idea of this car, and you're going, okay, universe, this is the car that I want. And the universe doesn't understand words, right? The universe does not speak in words. It speaks in energy, it speaks in frequency, and it speaks in symbols. And so the universe goes, cool, I'm picking up your frequency, but your frequency is not a car. You think you want the car because that's all your brain can really understand. I think this car is going to give me the thing I want, but the feeling, the emotion, the frequency that your body is going through is something completely different. So as you're doing the steps, you're walking and you're going, okay, I'm going to get this car. I'm doing the things. I'm manifesting like a mofo. I'm doing the things. And this thing shows up and you're like, well, that's not what I want. And you discard it, or you have to fight your way through it. It's like the universe is going, well, this is a vibrational match. And so kind of letting go of those expectations of what you think the outcome is supposed to look like, and going, oh, cool, universe, you read my vibrations. And if it's not really what you wanted, then it's still for you, because it's saying, hey, this is what you manifested. So you got to raise your vibration or shift your vibration or your frequency to get what you really want. Okay. And then the second one, expanding inner power. This is still what we need to accept, expanding power. There's lots of circles, a diamond, beautiful diamond light. All right, the affirmation. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Oh! When my inner power expands, you are able to openly communicate your truths, aspirations, and ideas as a way of circulating the energy that pours in from the cosmos. Ooh. Okay. When inner power expands, you are able to openly communicate your truths. Your truths. So not everybody's truths, right? Your truths, because your truths are different than other people's truths. And that's okay. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's meant to be. You are able to openly communicate your truths, your aspirations, and ideas as ways of circulating the energy that pours in from the cosmos, because you are a divine sovereign being. You are part of the cosmos, and it's your energy, your unique imprinted energy, that is going to help shift the collective. Only when you own it. Only when you own your unique imprint. When you're trying to be like somebody else, that light already exists. Excuse me. I inhaled some spit. I get so excited. Here's my too muchness coming out. That light, that imprint, that energy is already here on the planet. They're already doing it. You cannot be that light. You can only be your light. And your light is just as powerful as theirs. Because I know we look at other people and go, oh, I want to be just like them. And like yesterday, a woman was like, oh, I want to be you when I grow up. And I was like, no, you don't. You want to be like you, because I'm already me. I already exist. You're going to miss out on being you if you try to be like me. Like, own you, own your light. Your light needs to shine here. And that's what's going to heal the planet, when everybody owns their own light. Okay. Circulating the energy that pours in from the cosmos through you. As energy gets circulated by the sharing of your ideas, the universe is given permission to pour more inspiration, passion, and joy into your energy field, aka light. You shine brighter. You have more light, more energy, more ideas, more things start showing up in your world. As your inner power expands, creativity becomes the life force of source energy surging through you to inspire the embodiment of your higher self. Wow. I'm going to read that again. As your inner power expands, remember, and it expands by speaking your truth, your dreams, your ideas. As that expands, creativity becomes the life force of source energy surging through you to inspire the embodiment of your higher self. So as you embrace who you are, your uniqueness, your differences, you get more light, more energy to explore more of who you are and shine even brighter and be even bigger and be even more of that too muchness that we've been told we have been our whole entire life, that we should try to figure out how to not be, which is the lie. You want to be your too muchness. This deck is the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. Yeah. It's good, huh? So good. So the more you allow yourself to be you, the more inspired you are to be you. It's like this weird catch-22, because our whole lives we've been trying to be someone or something else, to be told that we're good enough, that we can be, to fit in, to be part of the community, that we have to look a certain way, act a certain way, talk a certain way, do certain things. And that is the lie. And this is why we are in an epidemic of people who are chronically ill, chronically sick, chronically tired, depressed, anxious, overwhelmed, stressed out, heart disease. like you guys, because we're trying to be something we're not. And we can't. It's literally killing us. It is literally suffocating us from our own life force energy. Literally, physically causing dis-ease, because we're ignoring, denying our power. We're putting a block up going, no, I can't be that, because that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit in the form that I was taught I'm supposed to fit in. And so we deny, we suppress, we repress, and then we burst out when we're trying so hard to be a certain way and someone doesn't recognize it as good enough. It's like, what else do you want from me? I can't keep doing this, because you're not supposed to. You are supposed to be you. You're supposed to do things your way. You're supposed to express your truth, your dreams, your ideals, your hopes. You're supposed to embrace your fears. You're supposed to love and have compassion on your weaknesses, because those are also your strengths. You came so unique. You came so unique because you're supposed to be that way. That's what makes the world go round, is diversity, differences. This mantra is ideal for resolving creative blocks, healing traumas, and releasing blocks of stagnation. Affirmation again: I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. So powerful. So powerful. I was listening to a podcast yesterday with, it was the Deja Blue podcast with Dr. Zach Bush and Richard Rudd, author of The Gene Keys. Guys, so amazing. So amazing. Because Dr. Zach Bush talks about this light. He gives all the science background, which is incredibly amazing. He also talks about the biodiversity of the gut biome and our planet and the soil. Just mind-blowing. Where was I going? I lost my train of thought. Podcast, mantras. Oh, creativity. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Someone asked them a question about AI and like ChatGPT taking away, like creating for us, doing the work for us. And someone talking about the atrophy that's going to be happening in the brain because we get robots to do our work for us. And this is really interesting because I've personally been struggling with ChatGPT and AI because I am a creative. I'm a writer. I write a lot of the words for our posts, our blog, on our website, the emails. I am the writer. I create those words. And my partners have been using ChatGPT to do some of this stuff. And I've been trying not to take it personal because it is a tool that has been created for us. Let's use it. But what Zach Bush said, which I think was really, really beautiful, was that, maybe it was Richard Rudd, it doesn't matter. Anyway, one of them said that what we're going to lose when we allow AI to create things for us, it's not the outcome. It's not the outcome. The outcome doesn't matter. It's the journey of creation that creation takes us on that is the healing, that heals our body, our mind, and our soul. It's when we go on that creative journey, when we go through the process of making something, whether it's piece of artwork, whether it's a drum, whether it's doing our hair or our makeup or putting together a really amazing outfit, whatever it is that you create, whether it's a song, a poem, it is the process of creation that changes us, not the outcome. I mean, it's really cool to have the drum. And I will tell you, like, the story behind this drum, I don't know if you can see, there's a little onkin here in the shadow. The story of this drum, the process that I went through is why this drum is so powerful. The process of creation is why this drum is so powerful, and why when I can feel the power because of the journey of creating that I had to go through, the fears I had to overcome, the emotions, the frustration, the irritation, the things that seemingly went wrong. There was like a list of this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong. But all of that went wrong so that this could go right. Like it just, and I only understood that looking back. In the moment, I could have gone like, right? And been so mad because it wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. But I surrendered to the process and allowed it to flow. And then this beautiful thing came out of it. So I am at my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Oh, I love Blue. Oh my gosh, she's so amazing. I've never understood why we are teaching AI to do all the beautiful things humans create. Why aren't we teaching it to clean toilets, mow lawns, and leave the beauty for our souls? It is really interesting. And it is also beautiful too, because there's some beautiful things that can come from it. And so it's like it's a different thing, right? It's a new, different diversity that we get to learn how to live alongside. But also not giving up our creativity, because we are creative beings. That's what we came here to do, is to create in our own unique way by shining our light. I feel like it frees me up to create things I actually love. Perfect. See? So there's a beautiful use for it. Okay. So, okay. So the last card that we're going to read is Kuan Yin. Beautiful Kuan Yin's coming in today. And this is, oh, I spelled embody wrong. Embodied. This is Kuan Yin. What is it that we need to know to help us embody our light? Embody our light. What do we need to know? Beautiful wisdom from Kuan Yin. And that flew out. The Celestial Mountain, page 41. Or not page 41, card 41. Okay. Look at this card. The halo around her neck. Just holding a lotus flower. There's a vase with something in it. Yeah. This to the Celestial Mountain. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny, the divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the Celestial Mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally to offer you help is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. You're being asked to empower the divine to help you. So we are not alone in this. We have innumerable celestial beings surrounding us, cheering us on, like wanting us to succeed. And they're surrounding us. You're surrounding you right now. And all you have to do is say, hey, I know I can't see you. And some of us can. Some people can see them. I can see them sometimes. I know I can't see you, but I know you're there. and I'm really needing your guidance right now. Can you please help me? I'm open. I'm ready to receive. I'm open. We live in a free will universe, and no matter how much you are loved, in fact, because you are so loved and respected, no being will interfere for you without your permission. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful that it is written like that. Because we are so loved and respected, no being is going to interfere without our permission. Like, talk about consent level 1,000. Like, that is so like, oh, permission energy that they want us, they trust us to live our lives the way we need to. And they also trust that when we need help, we're going to ask for it. And here's the cool thing. When we were doing that meditation and the light was coming down and we become this bridge between heaven and earth, the spirit realm cannot act on this physical 3D world without us. The spirits need us as much as we need them, because they do not have a physical body. They could not pick up this cup and move it over here. They don't have a body. They need us because we have this tangible, physical body. They need us just as much as we need them, because they have this omniscient, all-knowing, all-seeing ability. And when we call in that and ask for that guidance, and not in a disempowering way, like, just take over, please fix this for me. It is this like, okay, I'm struggling. Can you come in? Can you help me? Like in the prayer that I said at the beginning of readings today, open our minds that we may know what we need to know. Open my eyes that I may see what I need to see. Open my ears to hear what I need to hear. Open my mouth so that I may speak the words you would have me speak. Open my heart to feel what it is you would have me feel. Give me the courage to take that next step, to do that thing, to say, to speak my truth, even though it's different from everybody else's. So powerful. Let's see. Oh, this is beautiful. Do not believe that asking for help means that you will grow weak or dependent and not grow spiritually. It is not to some power greater than you. That is the important thing, I think, to remember here, that it is not that these beings surrounding us, a lot of them have already been on earth, like Kuan Yin. She's already been incarnated on earth. So it's not that she's greater than us. It's just that she embodied her divine light while incarnated. And she's ready to help us do the same. She's there going, I got you. I know what it's like to be human, and I can help you through this. And I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. All you got to do is call on me. And how you call on Kuan Yin, and you could just say their name. You could visualize them. Her mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So powerful. Let's see what else. This is a long one. Say 3 times, I call on those beings that love me unconditionally to be with me and help me manifest my spiritual destiny in the highest vibration possible for me in this body, this lifetime. I accept your divine help for my highest good and in unconditional love now of my own free will as a sovereign being of light. I call upon those beings that love me unconditionally to be with me and help me manifest my spiritual destiny in the highest vibration possible for me in this body, this lifetime. I accept your divine help for my highest good and in unconditional love now of my own free will as a sovereign being of light. last time. I do feel like I want to drum with this one. Oh, yeah, this one wants to play. I call upon those beings that love me unconditionally to be with me and help me manifest my spiritual destiny. And you can just drum your heart like this or stomp your feet to feel the vibration in your body. This helps embody these affirmations. I accept your divine help for my highest good and in unconditional love now. Of my own free will as a sovereign being of light. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And this is using your voice. This is using your voice. Which one was it that talked about using your voice to, I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. This is using your voice for good, for your highest good of creativity, for creation's sake. Because these guides, these guardians, these angels, these ancestors that surround us all the time, they've got so much good for us, so much that you just can't even comprehend, because we have all these beliefs and constructs that we're not good. We're not good enough, that we're unworthy, especially because we've been taught that our differences are not okay. We're getting rid of all that. Okay. A prayer to the celestial mountain. So go ahead and close your eyes. Place one hand on your heart, one on your belly or your womb. Your womb space is your creation center. And yes, men, you do have a womb space. So place a hand on your belly, your womb space, and your heart. Take a deep breath. Beloved Kuan Yin, in the ashram of your celestial mountain, hear me. Please help me to let go of my difficulties in receiving help. In any feelings of worthlessness or distrust that prevent me from being guided, moved, and placed in positions of divine assistance for my greatest good. Help me feel worthy of help. Help me feel worthy of help, and help me receive that help which comes to me in unconditional love now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Help me feel worthy of help, and help me receive that help which comes to me in unconditional love now. This is how we embody our divine light. Not doing it alone. Doesn't that feel like a divine paradox? Like, here I am talking about how you got to shine your light, and only the way you can shine it, but you can't do it alone. You can. It's just a lot harder. And when you have help, that light magnifies. I love the namaste. The Sanskrit word namaste roughly translates to the light in me sees and honors the light in you. And when I'm in my light and you are in your light, we're one. And so just take a moment to look up maybe at your ceiling or at the windows and see how the light is coming from one light bulb and another. Can you see the separation of light from the light bulbs? There's two light bulbs. Can you see? It's like, no, this is my space. I'm going to shine over here. Don't get in my way. It's like, no, it just becomes brighter. The space just becomes more light. And so it's this beautiful divine paradox that you have to shine your light in only the way you can. But utilize all the light that is around you to help you shine even brighter. Ask for help. You are worthy of help. You came here on a planet with 7 billion other people because you are not meant to do it alone. And you are, not to mention the countless angels, guides, guardians, beings that surround you, the unseen, that are shining the way for you as well and trying to help you see. So you are worthy of help. It is time to receive this help. And this help comes to you in unconditional love. Oh, Mani Padme Hum. Oh, Mani Padme Hum. Oh, Mani Padme Hum. And if you would like help from a physical human form, I would love to help. I have just really stepped into my power over the last, 5 years? And it's so funny because it talks about, one of these talked about the life that was like not imagined. Nope, it wasn't that one. A life beyond your wildest imagination is given permission to enter your reality. The life that I'm currently living today, I could not have dreamed. I couldn't have even dreamed this into existence. Because the life I thought I wanted was so different from the life I'm living now. And it is amazing. So much better than I had expected. And this is why we release expectations. Only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. I could not have envisioned my life right now. This is beyond my wildest dreams. Because I surrendered to this divine universe. I surrendered to this divine flow. I embraced my light, my unique gifts, my too muchness, and said, okay, universe, I'm going to stop pretending I'm not who I am. And I can't fuck it up because I'm the only one. And no one else knows how a Jenny is supposed to be. So I just get to explore every day how a Jenny shows up today. So if you would like help owning your light, I am here for you. I would love to do a session. We can do a session over the computer. We can do it in person. I teach class every Wednesday night at the studio in Ogden. And just know you are not alone. And I'm not going to expect you to look a certain way or act a certain way. I'm not going to try to teach you how to be like me. That's not what I do. I already exist. I really like being me. I don't want another me to compete with. I want to help you become you. I want to help you own your light, your magnificence. I want you to shine your way. That's what I do. As a healer, is I help. Sometimes I just hold up a mirror. Sometimes I call out the bullshit and the excuses and the lies you've been telling yourself, and we clear those. Sometimes it's ancestral trauma that we release. Sometimes it's inner child healing that we have to do to help remember that you are beautiful and innocent and perfect the way you are. So if you are wanting a session, just message me. Or comment below, and I will say, oh, I would love a session, and I will reach out to you. And so either reach out to me through Messenger or comment below here, and I will reach out to you, and we can do a session. So we can, because you guys, I really truly believe that when you own your light, when everybody owns their own light, that's what's going to heal the collective. It's going to cure all of diseases. When I own my light, I heal my body. I used to struggle with depression. I was clinically depressed. I had anxiety. I had ADHD. I was diagnosed with all 3 of these things. Medicine did not help me. And I resisted and resisted and resisted. And the reason I was depressed was because I resisted who I was. I was trying to put myself in a box. You guys, that is still so depressing. Living in a box is dark and depressing. I didn't want to do that anymore. And then the anxiety was because I was trying to act like I thought everybody expected me to act. So I had this massive anxiety because I didn't want to let people down. I was letting people down because I wasn't owning who I was. And then the ADHD, I think, is actually a neurodiverse gift because I can think of all these beautiful things all simultaneously. And I think it is a gift when I can harness it. There's definitely a shadow side to that. But there's all these beautiful things that I have been able to heal because I'm owning my light. And light is the healing force in our world. Nothing travels faster than the speed of light. And you, my love, are light. And it is time to shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This is me, guys, in all my weird glory. So ask for help. You're worthy of help. Let go of expectations. Own your differences. Embrace your differences. And embody that you are unique, your own. I would love a session. Okay, Ember, I will reach out to you. Or you can reach out to me if you want to send a message. I've got a meeting here in a couple of minutes, so it will be this afternoon that I will be reaching out to you. Okay, everybody, I love you so, so much. And you are beautiful, and let's let that light shine. Just maybe like claim it in the comments. Go, I'm ready to shine. I am ready to shine. Now is my time. Yeah, everybody type that in the comments. I am ready to shine. Now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine. And now is my time. Type that in the chat. Claim it. Say it out loud. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. Ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. Woo, woo, woo. Turn it into a little song, turn it into a dance. Make it yours. However you make it yours. I'm a singer and dancer. If you're not, that's cool. Do it your way. Do you paint it? Do you write it? Do you whisper it? Do you create cool symbols? Do you tap it into your body? What do you do with your affirmations? I'm ready to shine. Now is my time. Emmy, come on, everybody. Let's shine it up. Yes, Ellie. And I am ready to accept help because I am worthy. Yes, Britta, you are so worthy. Ready to shine. Ember, ready to shine. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. I'm ready to shine, and now is my time. So today, my invitation to you is to, what is my unique light? How do I shine in this world? And how can I start to give myself more permission to be more me? And you can't fuck it up because you're the only you. So there's no one that can look at you and go, you're doing it wrong. And you just go, oh, how cute are they? They don't know that I can't mess it up. I can't mess it up. Oh, so much compassion. And that's Kuan Yin. It's so fun that Kuan Yin came out because she is the goddess of compassion. And just this beautiful compassion energy with yourself that you cannot mess it up. You cannot. You can't. You literally can't. You're the only you. And you're going to do exactly what you're supposed to do so that you can be exactly who you're supposed to be. Because you already are. Okay, I'm going to go because I could just riff off this forever. It's my time. I'm ready to shine. Now is my time. I'm ready to shine. And now is my time. Woohoo! I love you guys.